Welcome to Timeless Stoic Learning. Have you ever wondered why some women refuse to settle, challenge societal norms, and walk away from relationships that others cling to? These women, known as Sigma women, exude confidence, independence, and self-assurance that sets them apart from the crowd. But what makes them so unique, so magnetic, and at times so misunderstood? In a world where societal expectations often dictate how love and relationships should look, Sigma women choose a different path. They redefine what it means to live authentically, prioritizing self-respect, growth, and meaningful connections over outdated norms. So, why do they break the rules? What drives their decisions? And what can we all learn from their empowering mindset? Today, we're diving deep into the lives of Sigma women, the lone wolves of modern society, uncovering their secrets, exploring their strength, and redefining how we view love and independence. Get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew. The hidden power of independence. Why Sigma women redefine love and relationships. Have you ever met a woman who radiates confidence and self-reliance, almost as if she's in perfect harmony with herself? This is the essence of a Sigma woman, someone who doesn't conform to societal expectations, but instead lives life on her terms. What makes them truly fascinating is their approach to love and relationships. Sigma women thrive on independence. For them, being alone isn't something to be feared. It's an opportunity to grow, learn, and discover who they are. Unlike traditional narratives that often link happiness to romantic relationships, Sigma women understand that fulfillment starts from within. This perspective allows them to view relationships as a choice, not a necessity. They don't seek someone to complete them because they are already complete. What sets Sigma women apart is their ability to prioritize authenticity. In a world where many rush into relationships for the sake of societal approval, Sigma women take their time. They value deep emotional connections and won't settle for anything less than a partner who aligns with their values and respects their autonomy. This selective approach ensures their relationships are meaningful and fulfilling, not born out of societal pressure or fear of loneliness. By redefining love, Sigma women challenge the conventional idea that a successful life revolves around finding a partner. Instead, they focus on building a life that reflects their passions and ambitions. When they do enter relationships, it's with someone who complements their journey, not someone who dictates it. This mindset doesn't mean Sigma women are cold or avoidant of love. On the contrary, they often have a profound emotional depth. But their relationships are grounded in equality and mutual respect, making them healthier and more balanced. In a world that often romanticizes dependency, Sigma women remind us that love rooted in independence and self-respect is not just possible, but incredibly powerful. Their approach to life and relationships inspires others to prioritize self-love and embrace connections that truly add value to their lives. Not settling for less. The real reason Sigma women walk away from relationships. Why would a confident, intelligent woman walk away from a relationship that others might deem good enough? For Sigma women, the answer is simple. They know their worth, and they refuse to settle for less than they deserve. Sigma women have an unshakable sense of self-respect and independence. They understand that a relationship should enhance their lives, not consume it or weigh them down. When a relationship no longer aligns with their values, dreams, or emotional well-being, they don't hesitate to leave. It's not because they're unfeeling or overly critical, but because they value their happiness and peace of mind above all else. One of the defining traits of Sigma women is their deep self-awareness. They recognize toxic patterns, emotional unavailability, or incompatibility early on and make decisions accordingly. Unlike those who cling to relationships out of fear of being alone, Sigma women embrace solitude as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. To them, walking away isn't a failure, but an act of courage and self-preservation. Another reason Sigma women walk away is their prioritization of quality over quantity. They are not interested in superficial or transactional relationships. Instead, they seek meaningful connections where both partners support and challenge each other to grow. If they find themselves in a relationship where they feel undervalued, disrespected, or unfulfilled, they don't hesitate to leave, knowing they deserve better. Society often pressures people, especially women, to stay in relationships out of obligation or fear of judgment. Sigma women reject these outdated norms. They don't let societal expectations dictate their choices. Instead, they forge their own paths, reminding others that it's okay to walk away from something that no longer serves you. Their decision to leave relationships is not about rejection, but about self-empowerment. It's a message to the world. I will not compromise my happiness, self-respect, or values for the sake of appearances. Sigma women teach us that the strength to walk away is often the first step toward finding the love and the life we truly deserve. Breaking the mold. How Sigma women challenge society's rules on love and men. For generations, women have been expected to follow a specific set of rules when it comes to love, relationships, and their role in society. Sigma women, however, are rewriting the script. They're not just bending the rules, they're breaking them entirely. These fiercely independent women refuse to conform to outdated expectations and are instead creating a new narrative for love and relationships. One way Sigma women challenge societal norms is by rejecting the idea that their worth is tied to their relationship status. In many cultures, women are often pressured to marry by a certain age or to prioritize finding a partner over personal ambitions. Sigma women, on the other hand, prioritize their own growth, passions, and goals. They know that love should complement their lives, not define them. Moreover, Sigma women challenge the traditional dynamics of relationships. They seek partnerships based on equality, mutual respect, and shared values. They don't adhere to rigid gender roles or expectations about how relationships should look. For example, they're unafraid to take the lead, voice their needs, or walk away when the connection no longer aligns with their values. By doing so, they inspire others to question societal norms and demand healthier, more balanced relationships. Another way Sigma women break the mold is through their unapologetic self-sufficiency. While some might perceive their independence as intimidating or unfeminine, Sigma women see it as a strength. They are fully capable of providing for themselves emotionally, financially, and socially, which challenges the outdated notion that women need a partner to complete or support them. But this defiance of societal expectations doesn't mean Sigma women are anti-love. On the contrary, they often have profound emotional depth and value meaningful connections. However, their relationships are built on authenticity and mutual growth, not on societal pressures or traditional roles. In challenging the status quo, Sigma women are paving the way for a future where love and relationships are defined by choice, not obligation. They remind us all that the most fulfilling connections are those rooted in respect, equality, and the freedom to be unapologetically yourself. Why Sigma women say no to toxic masculinity? The rise of the lone wolf. In a world where toxic masculinity often permeates social and romantic interactions, Sigma women stand out as lone wolves who refuse to tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or inequality. Their stance against toxic masculinity isn't about antagonizing men, it's about setting boundaries, valuing mutual respect, and demanding healthier dynamics in all aspects of life. Toxic masculinity, characterized by aggression, emotional repression, and a desire to control, thrives on societal expectations that perpetuate harmful stereotypes. Sigma women are highly attuned to these behaviors and are quick to identify when someone operates from a place of insecurity or domination. Their ability to recognize these patterns allows them to disengage early, protecting their peace and emotional well-being. For Sigma women, saying no to toxic masculinity begins with a strong sense of self. They know their worth and refuse to shrink themselves to accommodate someone else's insecurities. Whether it's in romantic relationships, the workplace, or social settings, they prioritize their mental and emotional health over the need to conform or please. This self-assured attitude often intimidates those who rely on outdated power dynamics to feel secure. What makes Sigma women especially unique is their ability to challenge societal norms without losing their compassion or humanity. They don't reject masculinity itself. Instead, they encourage and celebrate healthy, emotionally intelligent men who value equality and mutual respect. In doing so, they create space for more balanced and fulfilling relationships, free from the toxicity of outdated stereotypes. By walking away from toxic masculinity, Sigma women set an example for others to follow. They remind women everywhere that it's okay to set boundaries and demand better treatment. Their choices also inspire men to reflect on their own behaviors and break free from societal pressures that encourage harmful traits. The rise of Sigma women represents a powerful shift in how we view relationships and social dynamics. They teach us that strength lies not in controlling others, but in mastering oneself. The Confidence Conundrum. Why men are intimidated by Sigma. Women, why is it that some men feel uneasy in the presence of a confident, self-assured woman? The answer often lies in the confidence conundrum that Sigma women create. Their independence, intelligence, and quiet strength can either inspire admiration or trigger insecurity in those unprepared to meet them as equals. Sigma women are unapologetically themselves. They don't seek validation from others, nor do they conform to societal expectations. This self-reliance allows them to walk into any room with an air of calm authority. For some men, this can be deeply intimidating, especially in a world where traditional gender roles often place men in the position of protector or provider. When faced with a woman who doesn't need them to fulfill those roles, some may feel unsure of their place in her life. Another factor is how Sigma women challenge outdated power dynamics. They don't shrink themselves to make others feel more comfortable. Instead, they assert their opinions, set boundaries, and hold their own in any situation. This can feel threatening to individuals who equate dominance with masculinity or who have been conditioned to believe that a woman's success diminishes their own. Sigma women's confidence also stems from their ability to embrace solitude. Unlike many who fear being alone, Sigma women thrive in their independence. This creates a dynamic where they view relationships as a choice rather than a necessity. For men accustomed to being needed or chased, this mindset can feel foreign and unsettling. However, it's important to note that Sigma women don't intimidate everyone. In fact, emotionally secure and confident men often find Sigma women deeply inspiring and intriguing. They see their independence and strength not as a threat, but as a complement to their own. These are the men who understand that a partnership should be based on mutual respect, growth, and admiration. Ultimately, Sigma women don't adjust themselves to fit anyone else's comfort zone. Their confidence and independence serve as a reminder that true strength lies in knowing and honoring oneself. For those willing to embrace this, Sigma women offer a dynamic, empowering connection that redefines the very essence of relationships.